Right, well, good morning. So I woke up thinking about something. Um, it was a something that a story, let's just say that I want to share. And I went ahead and I pulled some cards, just to kind of see what was going on, why maybe possibly I was thinking about that. And so I figured, hey, let's just go through it together. So a few years back, I had a cousin who overdosed and passed away. And it was very alarming to me because it was a cousin that I truly loved, that I was close to, that when we would go on, go to, when you go to see family, definitely family that I was looking forward to seeing. And prior to, like maybe about, so it's twofold here. So maybe about 2 years prior to him succumbing to this, um, I had a dream. And in the dream, I I saw, it was like I was at, or I didn't feel like I was at it. I felt like I was observing a funeral. And the funeral that I was observing, I saw people that was from my family there. Like I saw my uncle there. I saw, um, like a few people that I knew. Um, I remember that the grass was kind of, you know, messy. It wasn't like a all out funeral, It was just, I just remember seeing people there. But I remember having this feeling because when I woke up, I'm like, whose funeral was this? Um, what's going on? And so, of course, at the time I prayed. Um, I went to my family members, some of them, and I'm talking to them, and I'm like, hey, I had this dream, but I'm not sure what it means, and they start naming these, everybody else except the person who I was. Well, actually, I didn't have in mind who it was, but they started naming people, but I didn't feel that the people that they were naming was them, and I felt in my spirit that it was a male. Whoever it was a male. And so I told them, I said, no, 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 it's not them. Fast forward. This cousin that I had spoke about earlier, I hadn't seen him in a very long time. And there was, things in his life that he was going through, that he was trying to resolve. But I was very happy to see him on this day, and it was a day that where I saw him was a place that we were used to connecting. Like it was a shared, like, um, great grandparents' home type, one of those things. And we sat down and we had a chance to talk. And I was happy to see that, that there was things that he was doing in his life, that he was trying to, build himself. He was trying to do better, like he had plans. But I remember speaking with him and, after this, and him just feeling like nobody cared about him. And when he told, because he told me, he he told me that if he was no longer here, that no one would care. And I first named someone that I thought maybe would resonate with him and he would understand, and he just looked off. And I said, well, cuz, I would be absolutely devastated if you weren't here. And he didn't He just looked off and, kind of sighed. And it was, for me, it was troubling because I couldn't do anything. But I knew something was up. And I knew that that this possibly was going to be the last time that I saw him. What I didn't know, what was possibly going on in the background. And so with the cards that I'm pulling, I'm really feeling like possibly, maybe this could be helpful to someone else at this point. It's very possible that although you are kind of feeling and experiencing and thinking that you're at your lowest, thinking that you're clearly seen as someone that's trying to get yourself together, trying to reform your life. But see, what people don't, the people around you, man, it's who you don't suspect. And that's all I'm saying. And that's what I'm picking up. Those people will drain your energy. Those people will want to still be you, will still want your destiny. Because theirs were worse. These people around you already, and now I'm talking to you because, yeah, um, these people around you already had the addictive personality. They already were the monitoring spirits, you know. They already were okay with you being around things that were not suitable for a child. You didn't have the you didn't have the chance on life that you needed, that you deserved, and it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. You know, you might have been you could have received bad advice from people that you just thought up and down that would never. And this bad advice is what really confused you on understanding what's what. There's so many things that's hidden that nobody wanted to be exposed. And maybe they thought it best that an overdose would be good for you too. People can say, oh, this is outlandish or whatever. I'm simply speaking about the energy. I'm speaking about what I see. People will never say, people don't always say what it truly is, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. It doesn't mean that that wasn't your thought, and it doesn't mean that it wasn't your intention. Oh, I have justice for those that passed on too. I am justice for those that passed on too. You do not get to treat people wrong in this life and think that it is okay and you got away with it, because no. So if you got to go to sleep and see me, you understand why. Repent. Because it's not okay how you treated people that were trying to get their life together. And instead of providing a helping hand, led them to their demise or are leading them. And so for you who this is occurring to, or has happened to, take it whatever way that it resonates. I don't believe that you're nothing. I understand that you're something, and so maybe this was said for a reason, to let you know how strong you are, to let you know that God is listening to you. If you got to separate yourself from things and situations and people that don't serve you so that you can see truly what you need to see, do it. Because I don't want to have to experience you on the other side. Experience you having to reincarnate. Experience you having to do these things because of a whirlwind of things that you've had to go through and experience. And I do just want to, let me see, I'm going to pull a card from here just to kind of see what needs to be said. Yikes. Okay, so these four came out. So let's see what they say. So the first thing is that you're not too much. You are exactly the amount of you that you need to be. Success is already in motion, so it's not stagnant. It's already happening. It's allowing and feeling that, almost the lubrications, to be able to move forward and do what it is that you need to do. Don't think that this is it. You've survived worse. You're strong. You know who you are and you can get through it. You know what you have to do because no one else is you. And that's the reason why all of this matters. They can't, it's not you. If it's not you, it's not you. So I don't know how this helped. I hope it did. But it was something that I wanted to share. And so I guess in terms of breaking an illusion here, the illusion that we're breaking here is the control that people have over our lives. The keys that they hold and they dangle in front of us. People that do, and people don't realize how much they can affect another person. So we're breaking the illusion that you must give them the control. Give that control back to yourself. So I am the Ja Renee. I thank you very much once again for chatting with me. I hope that you do this frequently, where we sit and we discuss and we just unpack and just learn from each other. You stay absolutely amazing and have a great day.